You mentioned there that liberal worldviews are pro-abortion. Would you mind explaining how a Muslim worldview is pro-abortion?
So in Islam, Muslims don't believe that life begins at conception. There's differences of opinion in Islamic fiqh in the different madhabs connected to when life begins. A lot of them say it begins at ensoulment, and that's when the heart beats, which I think from memory is what? It's 100 and, is it 90 days or 190 days, 120 days? I forget exactly the number of days, but it's when the heart beats is considered to be ensoulment. Up to that point, the life in the womb is not weighed with it as much with the life after that point. It's just organic life. It's like a broccoli, rather than a human being. And so a lot of Muslims, in fact, I think all madhabs, maybe there's one that doesn't, most of the madhabs will agree with abortion under certain conditions. Now, the ones that the Muslim apologists will always say is like when the woman's life is in danger, right? Because they know that that's the one that chimes in well with liberalism. But what they don't mention is that under Islamic fiqh, you can abort a child for a medical condition that is not life-threatening to the mother. It just might be a genetic condition where a certain chromosome is missing. Like when a child is born with one too many chromosomes or one too few chromosomes, Down syndrome. Not Down, but there's other versions of that. That's similar.
Turner syndrome.
Turner syndrome. So under Islamic fiqh, you can abort children for these kind of syndromes, even though that's not life-threatening to the mother. So that is literally just killing human life for the sake. So Islam is pro-abortion. And so if you're Roman Catholic, do not fall into the trap of thinking that that Muslims are pro-life, because they're really not. Islamic fiqh is not pro-life. Cousin marriages, going back to the degeneracy point, cousin marriages leads to a lot of genetic conditions and genetic abnormalities. And it's those cousin marriages that are permitted according to Sharia law, which is another point to make on the Andrew Tate paradox problem.